Hi, you know what today is? It's September 6th, 2024, and it's time for This Day in History. So, on this day in history, September 6th of 1847, Henry David Thoreau left his makeshift home on the shores of Walden Pond and walked into Concord, Massachusetts, and took up residence with his friend and mentor, Ralph Waldo Emerson. You see, 2 years before that, Thoreau decided that he wanted to test the idea of whether he could actually live in accordance with the principles of transcendentalism. And those principles included the idea that organized religion, organized politics, large institutional forces that can mold society are not good for society, and they're not good for humans, and that human beings, they degrade the human condition, and that human beings are much more comfortable being in touch with nature, independent and self-reliant. And he tested these principles by living in nature for this 2 year period. But after 2 years, he decided that he'd had enough, and on September 6th of 1847, he went back to Concord and started living with Ralph Waldo Emerson. And the Transcendentalists had a significant impact on the development of the culture, the emerging culture of the 19th century America. We were changing, and there were a lot of forces that were at work. And one of them was this idea about transcendentalism that really sparked a whole different spiritual movement, and basically what is given birth to what we now refer to as New Thought. So he wrote a lot of stuff. He wrote things about a lot of important issues like self-reliance, civil disobedience, and life without principles. So those were things that were most important to him. And he had a significant impact on the development. He and his friend Ralph Waldo Emerson had a great deal of impact on the emerging American culture. And he died on May 6th of 1862. So we surely miss you. He died at 44 years old, pretty young, but he accomplished a lot in his life relative to contributing to the development of American culture in the 19th century.